5 minutes early. How you like that? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show, Prairie Boy 77 Fiasco. So yes, let's all try and be respectful. We can have different opinions. Apparently, I missed a whole lot of nasty stuff on my last live. So, mods, if you're seeing people say anything about myself or share anything derogatory, feel free to get rid of it. I'll be watching closer too. So yeah.
Thank you, Mary. Really quick, babe. I forgot, you guys. I ended something, and Dawn was like, "Oh, I thought you would mention this," and I forgot. So I am gonna make this into a video, and then I'm gonna let hubby here.
Thank you, Hev. Yeah, Don had sent a text message, and he would like us to read it out. So he said, "We could use help in our area looking for summer. We didn't realize how bad it really is here. People don't want us in their areas asking questions and looking around. We need help. We went down some roads today and could hear the soundtrack from the movie Deliverance. Pretty bad to say the least." Yeah, Don's mentioned that a few times that like from the air, all you see is trees, but there are like these tiny little houses and shacks that people are living in, and they own property and everything, and it sounds like they don't want anybody searching on their property. I don't know if law enforcement ran into issues searching there, but EquiSearch did say that a lot of people were coming up saying, no, you can't search here and stuff like that. So I get the feeling there's a lot of areas right around Don's house that haven't even been looked at, which is kind of concerning.
Snugs, the reason why is because Monday night is, if you go on his channel, he always streams on Monday nights. But I've been like kind of laying low for a little while, but I had some things that I really like. I just wanted to check in with my people, so I was like, sorry, but I'm going to start a live before yours. So that's why.
That's how that happened. Yeah,
and
it's kind of
he
weird.
has his own stuff his way, and I have my stuff. Yeah, because he's not controlling, and he lets me be me and do what I want to do.
Happy wife, happy life.
Like you said before, he's not happy with some of the things I do or whatever, but he doesn't. I still do it.
Yep, she does her thing. Sometimes she'll listen to me, sometimes she won't, and that's just the way it is. And I'm fine with that because I would not be happy if I
listen to the most important things, I feel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't be happy if I was with someone who was a complete pushover, because I need to be able to respect the person. So it's good that she pushes back.
I wish you guys could see the cat right now.
Yeah, he's like sleeping on the desk
He's
in front of the
desk
keyboard.
right in front of us sleeping.
Yeah. He's so cute. Cutest couple. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's got to be a balance. Exactly. Just like everything. Just like YouTube, it has to be a balance. Have I done interviews in other cases? Mary Red? No, I haven't. I want to.
I have.
Actually, my goal with this channel in particular is to eventually transition into documentaries. I tried to do one with the Chris Watts case. And actually, just for fun, I'll share you the trailer for that documentary. But for that, like, I obviously can't travel around and interview people and everything. So I was relying on people to send me stuff. But nobody wanted to, like, they liked the idea, but nobody wanted to do it.
Because he's a perfectionist. He wants everyone. Like he said, he couldn't travel around. It's COVID. Even right now, borders and everything, it's all wild. But anyway, he wanted people. He's a perfectionist. He made it.
I wanted it to be like a legit looking documentary, like something you would see on Netflix.
It scared people.
Yeah, they felt, oh, I can't do this. But oh yeah, anyway, here's that trailer. It's kind of cool. So deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil, The devil doesn't change. He changes you. Well, there you go.
That's too, David. And by the way, it's none of your damn business when I talk to my son or not.
Yeah, she'll call him after we're done. It's only 7 p.m. here.
It's not their business. Period.
That face morph was nuts. Yeah, that really tripped her out when she saw it.
Yeah.
You know, Silent Injustice, there is a lot of debate on that. I initially thought it looked like a feminine kind of walk. I thought maybe it was NK, but I did see, I think it's AD's channel in his intro. There's a really, like a lot better cleaned up image of it, and it looks like Chris.
Amen, Mandy. Thank you.
Yeah, please don't talk about anybody's children.
I mean, you can have
Oh,
nice
and I
things.
do want to clear something up because someone had mentioned this to me, and I want to say that there's a certain creator that doesn't like us. He's always broadcasting our stuff. Apparently, someone thinks that we went on this rant about his child who is, I don't know, special needs or something like that. I don't know who this person is, much less who his children are. I know nothing about that. This is
Yeah.
not true. I
I
would
never even knew
never,
he had kids.
I would never talk about someone's children
I only
ever.
just heard that yesterday. So the only thing I can think of is maybe when you did that thing everyone thought you were making fun of.
Oh yeah,
And
there
so
was a
maybe
thing a
he
while
has a
back.
son and took offense to that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mocked a person on a panel because they weren't listening. So I acted as if I was deaf, kind of spoke like this, and mocked sign language, which was very immature and inappropriate. And I did apologize. But maybe that's why. I don't know. But no, I would never say anything bad about a child ever. But, anyways, yeah, I agree, Everlaw. And it's just, it grew exponentially with Summer Wells. Like the amount of people watching, the amount of trolls and hatred, it's gone up. It just spiked with this case. Yeah, Debbie, that wasn't us. I didn't know anything about him.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know he had
literally
a
just
child.
heard that yesterday. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? I had no clue he was even a father, period. So,
No,
whatever.
didn't know the guy at all. Still don't. I don't know how many children he has. Yeah, everyone says that, Cheshire. It's a creepy thing. Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Hmm. That about sums it up, Autumn. Yeah. And keep getting timed out for what I have no idea. I guess I got a hater on here. I haven't seen Ghost Ninja. Let's just go up and see. How long ago did that happen?
It could have been you were hit
You
by
know,
a
you may.
mistake.
Well, the slow mode is on, so after you send a message, you have to wait a while before you can send another one. I'm not even seeing where this person was timed out. Yeah, I can't even see it.
Yeah. Do you feel going to oh, I don't think we're talking about that on this channel. And it's not something we can really talk about anyways. I hope so. That's all I can say.
What's ES? Yeah, no, we just wanted that on record. We know it's not gonna really do anything because even
Muted again.
no, we're good.
Uh, Here we go. Yeah. Always me.
Question about CM said last night. Definitely knows that the pickup Walgreens is 130 or 203, as if he had confirmation. How did he get confirmation of that? I'm not entirely sure. I did hear something about video footage from like security cameras or something. I don't know, but I think you're basically just going off of the interviews. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we were having the cat was doing some stuff, and Cher's trying to grab him, and yeah, it was chaos here for a minute.
Because you don't need
Oh,
to hear everything. That's why we
he
mute.
said he called Walgreens and asked you, so they might have been able to figure out from prescription or whatever the time that it was filled or something. I don't know.
Tammy, sister, we love you.
Hello, Tammy.
Walgreens would not give out information as to when the prescription was dropped off or picked up because of HIPAA. I don't know if it would be if they would or not to him because he's an ex-detective. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Or if somebody's, I don't know, you guys, but yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Aussie Dave. I don't think Walgreens is covered by privacy. Right, and grandmas. Hmm. Trinda, no, they weren't real from Candace's mom. And we personally heard Candace's mom say, no, hell no. Okay. And I asked Candace and Dawn, I said, do you believe her? Do you trust her? Candace was offended I even asked her that, and that's fair. But she was like, hell yeah, I trust my mom. Like, yeah, it wasn't her. And even Dawn was like, no, I don't think it's her. So everyone, I don't know, but I mean, he was on speakerphone and even said, no, they both don't believe that it's her. Voices behind the wall.
Mm. There we are. Yeah, if you type voices behind the wall, you will find her. It's in the description too.
Hmm?
All right. And this is kind of getting into a bashing another YouTuber thing, and I don't want to be about that. And I get like a lot of people don't like the guy, but yeah, Anonymous, we'll have to do an old school one of these days. For sure. This is the old biker crew. disrespect their promise, but how many channels do you guys have? We have 3. She has her channel. We have this channel, which is mine, and then we have a joint channel, which isn't a true crime channel. That's more of like our relationship and personal life and stuff like that.
We met on YouTube, in case some of y'all don't know. So he had his channel already. I have my channel already, and I'm not giving up my own platform. He shouldn't have to give up his either. And I always did want one of us together, but it just turns out like we're always together, so we're always on each other's channels. I don't freaking know.
I know it kind of looks like the
It's a
same thing. No
lot.
matter where you go, it's
I'm
always
sorry.
us.
He's always on mine because it makes me like I have anxiety, so I like to like I feel better. Or I would never have my camera on either. I don't know, but I just like him. Even when we weren't like in the same spot, like I would only do my lives if he was gonna be able to be on panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys see about H saying Don was calling CW saying there was a guy on property trying to grab the kids. I heard this. Has Don confirmed that? Because he said when he called her, he just kind of wanted to know what she was up to. I don't know where that came from, honestly.
Okay, what was it again? Oh, that the 2 men. I know what he said. I can't remember. We'll see if he wants to answer that. Find that question again really quick, so I can ask it to him. Right. I think he's listening. So I don't like to just make up. So we'll see what he says if he even wants to answer. He might not. It bothered him a lot.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, okay. We're on hubby's channel right now.
Hold on. Something ain't. What's up now?
Somebody said, the question, what do you guys think about H saying Don? Okay, when you called Candace that day when they were out at the lake, and getting the prescription and stuff, when you called Candace, what was that phone call? What was that phone call about?
Well, I always call. I call her every day. Like, what's up? What are you doing? Make sure the kids are okay and everything like that.
Right.
And that's really all it was about. And then when I found out that, she was going to be gone for a while and trying to get that prescription filled because it was taking a while. So, and that's all that was about. So I just decided to stay at the job a little later,
Yeah.
and that's all it was.
Okay. So, do you remember saying anything? Now, Hunter had said you called and said there was a guy on the property trying to grab kids.
No, that's such BS. He's such a liar. Straight up lying little. A liar.
Right. And then really quick, we did read your text out, but I do have you on speaker. Did you want to say anything about you need help searching in your area and it's pretty bad, right?
Yes, and we went out searching today. We went out searching today, and we run into a lot of opposition. We get out in some of these back roads and stuff like that. And stop. We run into a lot of opposition. People are like, they don't want you on their property. You see a lot of people, of different natures, drug areas and stuff like that. And they just kind of shy away from you and tell you to get gone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to talk about it. It's crazy. I wished I had some friends or something with a show of force and help me to search some of these areas that, I mean, you just can't go on someone's property and go in their house and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what to do.
Right.
I don't know what to do because some of these areas are so shady in every way, and like drug areas or whatever it is.
And they were having the search parties. They, some of the people that have that property were denying search parties going on there, right?
Hold on a minute. Okay, hold on.
Hey, I'll let you go. I'll let you go. Yep. Okay. Bye bye.
You know, I keep hearing this, Barbara. I don't know where that came from. I've seen text messages with the coworkers say yes, they saw him throughout the day, and as far as I know, he never left. I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Hmm.
He just set a day meet spot for searches. Well, the thing is, I don't know. Tennessee Shine. Gotcha.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some of these people are, they might be hiding criminal activity, growing drugs, or whatever, and I really don't think it's a good idea for like private citizens to just be going on their property like with force. I think that could be very, very bad. I would hope that law enforcement obtain warrants to search all the houses and properties in that area, but it's kind of sounding like they didn't. And that's very, very concerning.
Hmm. No, they're not okay. Candace is crying all the time.
She's
Candace doesn't like him talking. That's just honest. She doesn't like him talking, and
Candace wants them to be
And-
all left alone and to have her family back.
yes, that's what Candace wants. And no, she wasn't yelling. She was just crying. She's crying all the time. I mean,
Yeah, almost every time I've heard her speak, she
she's
was
crying.
crying.
Yeah.
Like
So
she's in such a bad way, you guys.
yeah.
And of course, doesn't help that all the hate the whole family's getting. I mean, never mind her daughter's missing. Well, that's just it, Barbara. I mean, we've all done things in our past that would make us look bad. I mean, no one's perfect. No one's a saint. AccuSearch supposedly going back to search soon. I hope so. I really do. The ones who are willing to listen to his answers give him credit, Randy, but there's a lot that don't. They don't care what he says. Yeah, no one here should throw the first stone. Exactly. Exactly right. They need they need all kinds of stuff, but I would think a missing child in that area should be enough for probable cause. I mean, I'm not saying they have the right to rip through the person's house, but I mean, search the outbuildings and, their land. Take a quick walk through the house. There you go, Autumn. Please read. If Dawn was not at work, CCTV would have seen Dawn on the road somewhere. Maybe. I don't know how many CCTV cameras they have. I mean, they live out in the boonies. But I'm sure that there would be some kind of way.
We love you too, Nellie.
Love you, Nellie.
And we miss you.
Someone stay with Candace. What's her name? From the church. Robin comes and visits her quite a bit from the church.
She also goes to work with Dawn sometimes too.
Yeah.
So she's been like last week I believe she went almost every day to work with Dawn. Dawn said she's better than the last 7 people he's hired for him. So
well, there you go. They do need family counseling.
Absolutely
They do.
yep.
Yep.
Shan, I love you.
Thank you, Kenneth. It's nice when someone says something nice about you.
Lots of people say
most
lots of
people
nice
do.
stuff about us. We just have a few assholes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're not the only one, Snugs. Ugh. I mean, I've got some stuff. I can't.
Patty, I think we all need to work as a team. This whole like drama thing on YouTube is when you stop and look at it, it doesn't benefit anyone. It hurts everybody. Like if we were all to say, okay, this is what I got. What do you got? What's he got? And we all work together, we could get rid of all the stuff that doesn't make sense and analyze that, and we'd be like miles ahead of where we are right now. Instead of trying, we're not competitors. There's plenty of room on YouTube for all of us.
Yeah,
So we don't need to be tearing each other down.
And people say like, "Oh, I'm just doing this for views and money and stuff." If that was true, I'd be keeping everything for me and my channel. But I'm like, guys, like, let's get in here. Like, I need help.
Yeah. And we're all about that.
A lot of people wouldn't be trusting other creators with reaching out and stuff. And we got Cam, Ben, Allie, you, me,
Yep.
Mandy now has been getting a little info. Like, there's a few others. I don't know if they want me to mention their names. Creators where I've talked to them too.
Mm-hmm. Tiffany, that's very cool. That'd be awesome. She makes wooden flowers.
Oh. I didn't see what it said. She makes wood flowers and what?
She'd like to make some for her wedding.
Oh. Do you make carnations? Those are my favorite flower.
I believe they are still having the prayer sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to do more joking around and getting a little bit lighthearted because
that's what our joint channel is. We're not supposed to be covering true crime on that channel. That's supposed to be just a hangout,
have fun,
be ourselves away from the true crime. Sometimes it dribbles over there. Dribbles? Ooh, Real Gonzo.
Crowdsourcing works if we keep it respectful. I've seen it help solve many cases I've been on. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this. Oh, the hell did I go? Will's children be reading all these comments.
Right? Yeah. It's very, very possible, isn't it? I wanted to Gonzo, I caught some of your stuff with Barry Morphew, by the way, and it blew me away. I was telling him, I'm like, whoa, like, we got to have you up one day just talk about that because I have so many questions. Like, were you wandering around doing your own searching and that, and then was Barry Morphew like there, like on the road searching for his wife and stuff? Like, I just have so many questions for you. That's not really a case I got I know of and everything, but I never really deep dived into that one because I was in the Chris Watts. But I have so many questions now.
That's crazy, Samantha, even in the beard genre.
Because now I'm like,
oh, Lori, I don't even want to think about that, but yeah, they could be. Yeesh.
Cotton candy boobs.
Cotton candy boobs. Thank you very much, girl.
Yes.
Okay, when you look at that, it's two things of cotton candy, but the first thing you see, the first thing I saw was boobs. The first thing Cher saw was boobs.
Oh, awesome. I've got your email, I believe. Email me again just in case, because I would love to set that up, Gonzo. I have a lot of questions. And I didn't know you were into the Watts either, but that makes sense. So definitely would love to have you on. Could be. Yeah, it is sad, Brandy.
Sad to say, but other creators have not put in the work you have. They are misinformed and are spreading hurtful rumors. Those creators are here to make drama for views. That is true. I mean, there's one channel, like you'll see this video waving to his audience right now, because I guarantee you he's going to play it. It's all he does. He plays other people's stuff and just talks trash about them, makes up lies about them, doxes them. Like, I don't get why. Certainly not something I'd ever do. Nope. Hello, Debbie. Welcome.
I just don't get it. We don't do that. Even though he's doing that, even to us, we're not doing that. Like, they're doing what they think is right, and they're on the side they think is right, but it's not okay for us to do what we think is right. Like, somehow we deserve, like, we're being told I deserve the death threats I'm getting. I deserve people putting out there for meth or sex, call, share, and putting my phone number and address out. I deserve this because I am defending somebody who's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. How do I deserve all of that? Like, I bring some of it on myself of what I do. I do understand that. But with what I do is the same thing what everybody else does. And I do not go around and do that. Whatever. I call people bitches, I lash out, but I say shit that I would say to your fucking face. I don't dox you. I don't do what these people are doing.
You don't.
That is unacceptable. And it's men doing it to women too. It's just very unacceptable. And let me tell you,
that's not a man.
Chris
That's not something a
McDonough
man does.
backing these channels doesn't look good. Maybe that's why you lost half your viewers, by the way. And I don't want to bash Chris McDonough because maybe he really doesn't know how it works. I think he's only had his channel a year. But Chris McDonough, if you do listen, you need to research the people you're backing and shouting out and supporting, because these people are doing very illegal things and it doesn't look good at all. And I don't know if you even are aware of that. But it is not okay. They're putting people's lives in danger and doing that. And then when you're shouting them out and stuff on your channel, dude, it looks like you're in support of that. And just look deeper into it. Somebody, if anyone's his friend, I would look deeper into that because it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Polly Blood. So we'll be discussing possible suspects concerning Summer's disappearance. Just asking because I'm here due to the title of your live. Thanks. Yeah, I know. We got way off track.
I didn't even know what your title was.
Yeah. Timeline, suspects, and theories. So, suspects.
I'm not bashing at all.
So, I mean, of course, law enforcement says everyone's a suspect, right? But I mean, we know that that's not exactly true. I mean, they don't suspect 20,000 people who live in that area having something to do with this, but they haven't really ruled anybody out. So, in that respect, everyone is a suspect. But the one that I think is the most likely to have done this is JD. He was camping on the Wells property and he played dumb and thought he was on his. He always put up pictures of missing children on his Facebook, but when someone went missing, he didn't. In fact, he put up an old picture and tried to pass it off as a new one for his alibi, which was proven to be an old picture. So he lied about his alibi, and he shaved his head and beard. He looks like a completely different person. So because of those reasons, yeah, he would be, if I had to pick one person to say that's the one, that's the guy I'd go with. Who's your suspect if you had to pick one? And it's okay to say Don. You can say Don if you think he's your number one suspect. That's okay, but yeah. Yeah, oh, it jumped, but yeah. YouTube will unsubscribe you randomly from channels. It just happens. Yeah, JD Dobbs. Yeah, Tony Hammonds. I'm not because that was the guy who tried to take the young boy a couple days after, right? Was that Hammonds?
Sorry. Done.
I think it was. And I believe Chris talked about that on his stream, saying as far as like preference of these kinds of people, a 12-year-old boy versus a 5-year-old girl, there is like people do have certain tastes when it comes to this stuff. So I'd say it's possible that it could have been him, but I doubt it. Plus, usually when people like this, I mean, if he would have done something to Summer, he'd be too occupied to try and take another child only 2 days later. I'm just guessing though. I mean, I'm not an investigator. I haven't researched the minds of these people, but I'm just going by, like what my gut tells me. Child traffickers, that's a big one because they did bust up a ring in that area.
Mm.
So that could have definitely been a possibility. JD is Dobbs. There's the other one, Dobson or Dotson.
Mm.
That's the flute guy. So
Yep.
that's the mortician. That's the different guy.
Yeah, the church guy. Yep. That weird flute guy. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm not bashing, but that was weird.
Yeah, anyone who plays the flute instantly kind of makes me.
It wasn't even a normal flute.
Well, it's
though.
like a pan flute or something. I don't know. I don't know what you even call it, but
weird. I call it weird.
Different. Let's go with different.
I call it creepy and weird.
All right.
And different.
I'm guessing Dobbs or a stranger could have been. Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a stranger who was just there at the right time. Dudley is second. Yeah, the co-worker.
Baby, send me the link so I can show people the cat.
As we're gonna echo like horribly if you do that.
Mute it. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna mute it. I just want to show them.
Oh, and yeah. Apparently JD had a red truck too.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
Word.
Sorry, I was just trying to shoot the link off to my fiance.
Hammonds. Don said he heard you. Yes, Hammonds.
Yeah, Hammonds. Yeah. Because she wants to show you our cat sleeping on the desk here.
He's been here since we started. So cute.
How many times have they been questioned by authorities? When is the last time? That's a good question, Denise.
Who has been questioned by authorities?
Everybody. Anybody. Pick a name. Okay.
What? I was gonna leave him up.
I didn't want to keep this muted forever.
Oh, you have to mute us. Wait, can I just... There. No?
Okay,
put it back on.
It's echoing.
Put it back on 1 more minute. Thank you.
Yep. Candace did say H was throwing gang signs and ball trafficking. Do use teenagers to lure them in. Well, there is a possibility there too. I don't know. What was Dobbs' alibi? It was like he was at that hotel at the time, so he couldn't have done anything. It was very weird because that picture he put up was an old picture, and it was cracking cases. You check them out on YouTube. He proved it because he went there, and yeah, the eavesdropping had been fixed, the parking bumpers have been moved, lines have been painted, but not really fresh, like they were a few months old. And there was none of that in Dobbs' picture. I'm not sure, awaken your senses, if the hotel was closed or not right then. I don't know if they were closed and they just opened up or if they hadn't opened up yet. But it was around that time. Yeah, the hotel is open now. I don't know if it was open June 15th yet.
We just got some breaking news.
Oh. So just so you guys know, I'm not going to say the name, but you know F. Light, the guy who was involved with the kitty stuff. That's his brother, right?
Yeah, but I don't think we should say anything right now because I want to tell you something. Think about what we've been going through for a couple of days and that.
All right, well,
right?
One of those family members just got busted for drugs.
Mm.
We can say that.
Yeah. And you can read it later.
Yeah. I have suspicions about H for sure. You know what? I got suspicions about everybody. I really do. And why did that disappear? H for and others he's friends with. I don't know. He lied about that man in the yard. Did he know? Yeah, he said a couple things that just really struck me wrong. Like he went into Candace's phone and looked at her deleted texts. I can't even find my deleted texts. Like, how would he know where to find them on her phone? I don't even think there are such a thing as deleted text, only maybe on certain models of phones. I don't know. But yeah, there was some stuff that just, no, didn't sit well with me. Not saying I think he was involved in anything, but I do think that people in that situation tend to try and tell the story to take as little attention off them as possible. And if they have to try and put a little bit more attention on someone else, they do it without even really thinking about it.
I want you to read.
Okay, so Don sent a text, said the guy I fired has ties to Hammonds, and I think they were all on some drugs like I've never seen before. Remember, Don was always talking about how that guy, you couldn't even talk to him, like he was doing this one thing that should have taken 20 minutes, and he was just like obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
It took hours. Yeah, it was like some kind of drug you never seen in my life. Dudley was way out there the day I fired him, but of course he wouldn't admit that. Summer come up missing the next day. So yeah, that the disgruntled coworker, someone with an axe to grind, it's possible. He would have done anything to get back at me. Yeah. You said you were going to ask about. Let's keep jumping. That claim that T. Emmons was on their property with police with a rock throwing incident with the boys. Oh yeah, can you ask him about that, honey?
1 second. Yep. 1 second. Hello?
I don't know if Don just called her or someone else did. Yeah. But we will definitely, yeah.
Okay, what was the question? Because he's listening you and texting us. We'll say the question again.
Okay, where was it? Ask about that claim that Hammonds was on their property with the police with some kind of rock throwing incident with the boys. Like he threw a rock at the boys, or they threw a rock at him, or something. I don't know, late girl. Apparently, that can be a sign of being deceptive. I don't know. Yes, the chat is on slow mode. So we got for suspects. I mean, obviously, immediate family. Some think maybe H had something to do with it. Some think maybe Hammond. We got Dudley. We got Dobbs. Is there a church member maybe? That's on. Oh, does anyone know? You know, we've all seen that church video of Summer running around and stuff. Does anyone know who took that video? Because I'd really like to know that. Aliens, maybe. Don says he never heard anything about a rock throwing incident with the boys on their property in Hammond. Does anyone know if Janet Hammonds is married to Tony? I do not, but maybe someone in the chat does. Yeah, the church cam. I don't know. Because it did seem like it was following Summer, not so much the actual service. So I don't know if that was the official church video or if that was just someone else who was just happened to be filming. It was stated that Candace waited with the Hammonds and the boy until police arrived. Okay, well, Dawn doesn't have any idea about it, but maybe Candace does.
Mm.
No, Candace didn't take that video. She's actually on the video. No, we're talking about the video like inside the church. Oh, maybe I didn't specify. Okay. No, it wasn't a security camera because it was moving around. Like it really seemed to be following Summer. Maybe it's just because we're focused on Summer that I think that, I don't know. But I would like to
asked
know.
him, but his answer, I said, who films those videos of Summer running around in your church? He said, Candace and they live stream. So they must, I don't know what that means.
I guess it was just, someone sets up a camera and they live stream their service, which is actually pretty common, especially after COVID.
Mhm.
But I guess the cameraman was just kind of following the action instead of just setting it up and leaving it on the altar or whatever.
I agree, Cheshire. It did look like it was following her around.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch it again because maybe we're just thinking that because we're focused on Summer, or maybe it just happened to be focused because like it was entertaining, right? It's maybe thinking, oh, all the parishioners watching, they're gonna get a kick out of this. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, yeah, and it was edited too, obviously. Yes. I don't think there was anything faked, but I mean, parts were cut out. I believe so, Helen. And you see her kind of slump down and her head down, and then she's in a hoodie or whatever. I don't know if there's more than one, but I did see that one. That's true. They do usually only focus on the altar. So that's why I thought when I first saw it, I thought, well, this isn't the one that they send out to everybody. This is someone's like personal video. But maybe not. Jennifer C. Don's watching right now, so he knows. But if you want to do anything, just pray. And if you want to donate to the Summer Wells Reward Fund, you can surely do that. What about the fast yellow car? Yeah, That was a big one because the police said they saw a yellow vehicle speeding away as they were approaching Wells' house. We don't know how far away they were at that point, but me personally, if I was on my way to a missing child and as I'm getting to that area, I see a vehicle haul ass in the other direction, I'd be pulling them over. I don't know why they didn't. Don and Candace. It's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, statistics are like that for a reason. Can't say it's impossible. Yeah, why didn't police stop it? Exactly. Why didn't they? I don't believe so. It sounded like they said it was a car and the yellow vehicle of the coworker was, I'm hearing different things. It was like a Pathfinder or like some kind of Nissan SUV. I can't remember what the other name is. But yeah. BTK was a dog catcher and a Boy Scout leader. Everyone should be checked out. Exactly. Everyone within like 5 miles of that house. I mean, sorry, but if a child goes missing, police should be able to come and search. Absolutely. Like, not saying that they have the right to like rip open your walls and stuff like that, but they should at least be able to come in and take a look around. Check your outbuildings and your property and the land and that. To me, anyone who would refuse that that'd be a red flag for me. Someone says something about a Monte Carlo. Was that the yellow vehicle? Was that the Monte Carlo or was that a different one? I've never heard Monte Carlo. Yeah, where is Dobbs now? Don't know. Oh man, I can't. I'm so sorry. Okay, just to give a little bit of levity because this has been like a nightmare and stressful, but BJ, Don and Candace goes together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other.
Wait, hold on. That might cheer Candace up. Hold on. I want you to do it one more time. Ready?
Okay, I'll sing it again.
Okay.
Don and Candace goes together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. I hope they get that reference.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, for those of you who don't, there was a TV show back in the 80s called Married with Children. That was the theme song, but instead of Don and Candace, it was Love and Marriage.
Don said Candace was so proud of her baby and is so heartbroken. She was always filming her, but there was also live streams at the church.
Yeah. No, BJ, I think it's good to have a laugh once in a while, especially with this when we're talking about such very serious and sad things.
Dave G goes, well, since I see you're on your phone, did you see people giving out your number? Dave G, we miss you, yo.
Yeah.
I know you're doing the Watts thing. That's okay.
Yeah, do your thing, dude.
Been easy in here. Open panel for a little bit. I don't know. What song has been around since the 1920s? Oh, that song. I like when he sings. My favorite's the Grinch.
Mm. Yeah, every now and then she'll just make me sing it.
Don says they love it.
Nice. Good. I hope I gave him a smile. God knows they need things to smile about nowadays. Aha! Your turn to sing, Miss Cher.
No.
She never will. Someday, there will come a day I will get her to sing.
He doesn't like my kind of music. He doesn't think
You
that
can. You want to
WAP
rap?
is women empowerment.
No, I don't. But
No, I'm
if
just
you want to
kidding, though.
rap, you go right on ahead.
No.
Word. I am so white. Yeah. Okay. So let's karaoke. We'll do a karaoke night one night on our joint channel.
When he gets me drunk, I'll do it.
But yeah, we'll definitely do that. You all right there?
Yep.
Hold on. We're done soon.
Well, since they can see this, if you guys want to send your love and support to Candace and Dawn, or even show love for Summer, everyone make this chat super colorful right now with all colors of hearts, unicorns, anything fun you think Summer would have liked in the emojis. Go, let's
Hearts, moons,
everything.
and she loved puppies.
Let's make this chat really colorful so Dawn and Candace can just see a little bit of support right now.
There we go. Still disappointed about the piano. I can bring it back. Where is that sucker? There we go. There. Is this the piano one? I think it's behind Cher. Yep.
I just told them to come and look at the chat, you guys, so keep dropping it so they can see nothing but love right now. And Summer, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, I love that. Look at that. That's so awesome.
Keep it up.
Hey, Bobby Gouge.
Just Don, he says they see it and it's very awesome, you guys.
Yeah, because no matter where you land on this, whatever your stance is, there's a missing child and grieving parents. And God knows everyone needs to be able to smile once in a while.
They get enough hate if we can just show love for this chat.
Yes, they definitely get their
I love it, you guys. That is awesome.
public hanging for child traffickers. I'm there. I would show up for that.
Well, that's creepy, Benny. He went with clowns.
Well, some people like clowns. Never give up hope. That's true.
You send love from Maine to Tennessee. Yeah, he's reading the chat. They're reading the chat, you guys. So send the love.
I saw someone ask if they could ask a question. You can. I may miss it, but I'll try and watch for it. The chat will sit there and then jump. So I know like I'm missing lots of questions and stuff like that. Sorry, y'all. It's just the way it goes with YouTube. Plus, my computer sucks.
Whoa, word. How is Amber not a mod? Slow down,
Hello,
everyone.
Amber.
Oh, shit, Amber. There she is. Hurry. There we go. Amber, it's okay.
She's obsessed with mods. Everyone's got to be mod.
I modded a few people.
Time for mods. Who wants to be a mod? Bring Summer home. What do the authorities have to say? How often do you talk to them? Not very often. Don has called them, and they pretty much just say that they're working on it. They're doing everything they can. They don't really have anything specific. They're not they're not telling the public anything, and they're not telling Dawn and Candace anything more.
Archie, we love you.
Love you, Archie. I want to be the hangman. There you go. May God keep his loving arms around Summer. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. I love the moons. Oh, I love the puppies. Yucky.
Yeah. She loves her yucky.
That's awesome, you guys.
Yeah, that makes me happy. Need some bloody positivity on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We always have to be fighting. Candace, we love you. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We are here for you, Don and Candace. Why don't you raise the money for private investigators? Why don't you?
Yeah, go ahead.
We did a fundraiser for Churchill Rescue Squad.
Yeah.
And we got absolutely shit on for it.
What have you done?
Yeah, what have you done?
And if you've done anything, prove it.
Yeah, well, if you want to do one, set it up and we will help you. We'll share it out.
Yep.
One question, Prairie Boy 77. Okay. Lavender Blue. Uh-oh. Hey, it stayed this time.
It stayed.
My beard is growing. Hooray.
Yeah, keep up the positivity in the chat. I love it.
That's awesome.
And they need it.
TBI, FBI is his still in the beginning phases. Give it time. Yeah. Dang it. Well, on TBI, I mean, it sounds like impressive, but they're very, very, very small agency. Like they're not like the FBI.
Dr. Phil.
What did I do? You know what you did, Dr. Phil. Dang it.
You son of a bitch.
I should dye my beard purple for summer.
Yes, with glitter.
Oh,
I wanted to dye his purple beard for so long.
I told her she dyed my beard. I just shave it off. And she did that. She gave me the Paris from Indiana. Prairie Dog. Where did they get Summer's name and who named her? Yeah, I was always wanting to do like a sit down thing with Dawn and talk all about Summer, and Candace was the hope. Everything right from when they found out they were pregnant all the way up to June 14th. But that was one of the questions I wanted to ask. How did they come up with her name? Mikey, last I checked, his Facebook is private. Because I guarantee you there are a lot of other people, not just me, thinking that he's the one. So they'll be going hard at him, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with going after anybody in there. Like, you think that they're involved with this, you take your tip to TBI or whatever, but don't go after them. That is not our place. Was Candace at the hospital at 8 a.m. or did she leave home around 8? I'm not sure. I always thought it was quite a bit later. Like I didn't even realize.
Hello?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're good.
That was so funny. I appreciate that.
Oh, we have
Right
you on
on.
speaker right now, just so you know.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Hopefully we put a smile on your guys' face.
You did. That was hilarious.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. Any questions blast away.
Any questions?
I don't know.
Um,
Yes.
Summer's name.
Yeah, how did you guys come
Summer
up with
singing.
Summer's name?
You know, we wrote down a bunch of names on several different pieces of paper, and I was like, you know, I gotta have Utah in there. And she came up with the name Summer. I thought, I love summer, you know, and we wanted Utah and the moon, you know, and it just, I don't know, just it all just come together like that on paper, and we just choose a bunch of different names, and that's how her name came to be, just like that. And you know, of course, the boys, I wanted them to all have Western names, and because my last name's Wells, you had to throw Josie Wells in there, you know, because it's such an awesome movie. And
that's where I heard that before.
Yeah.
I was like, why does that sound so familiar?
Right. Yeah. But I just wanted, if you know, I don't care. You know, we went out searching today, and I really felt me and the man that was searching with me today, and I try to go out every evening and look around, and I run into a lot of opposition. I mean, people just don't like it. And you run into drug areas and stuff, and people don't want you there. And it's just, I wish I had a show of force or something, or some way of people helping us look, because people don't want you in their area. I just feel so outnumbered, no way of doing anything. She could be in any one of these shacks or these hoodlum areas or drug areas or whatever, and I didn't realize how bad it is in this area around us and all around us for miles. And I just had no idea, and I just wished I had some serious help.
Yeah. To your knowledge, Don, have the police searched those houses?
I don't want to try to put the police down, because I know they've done the best that they could with the knowledge that they had at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and
we'll leave that where it is then. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to, you know, again, I don't want to piss nobody off, but I'm so pissed off. A lot of things have hindered the investigation big time.
Yeah.
I think she could be in any one of these. You know, just by driving around, that some of these areas are meth areas, some places are whatever areas or whatever. And, you know, just driving back in our holler today, these guys was in a truck, and they was trying to duck and stuff like that. Well, we couldn't see them and stuff. And it's like, you know, you just want to go in there with a show of force and be like, man, what's up? You know, why are you trying to hide? And this, you know, and you can't do a thing. You're powerless. She could be anywhere. We don't know. I never realized how dense. You look at our area, and it's forest and it's beautiful. But when you get back on these back roads and looking around on these dead end roads and stuff like that, there's a lot of serious stuff going on that I never realized before. You know, for 13 years since Josie was born, I used to work 7 days a week to support my family. And all I ever known was the people I work with, good people that they are. And that's all I've ever known. And I've been thankful for that. But I just didn't realize really how bad of an area that we actually live in and what's around us. I had no idea. And I just wished I had somebody to help us. And everybody talking this and talking that, but nobody's here helping us. It's just me and one other man going around in our truck with no guns, this and that. I got a flare gun. A lot of good that's going to do, but that's all I can have.
Yeah.
But up against, you know, a lot of stuff. She could be anywhere in one of these houses, and I can't see through walls, and these people don't want us there, and they're offended that we even show up at their house. I don't know what to do.
That's a tough one. I mean, you can't exactly just show up with 20 people and barge in.
No, and she could be in any one of these places. What do you do? I don't know. I'm so freaked out.
Well, what I would do if I was you is I would just keep putting pressure on law enforcement to
They don't want to help us. I mean, they do. I don't want to put them down. I'm not trying to say that. This it could be. I've seen so much today. Just I even took off work because I couldn't stand it, and then I called my buddy, and he drove around with me for a good part of the day, and I had no idea, and we had people. I felt like I was in that movie of Deliverance, like these people coming out looking at us all crazy and stuff. It's like I felt like I wish I had a machine gun or something in case they jump on us or something. I don't know. It's like
not exactly a friendly area.
Yes, I didn't have any clue because I'm always working in the nice, new subdivisions where we're building brand new homes and everybody. Like our mayor, his house has 1,000 boards of sheetrock, and I talk to people like that all the time. And I had no idea what's around us. I wish I would have.
Thank you, Joanne.
Sir,
did you know that you can call FBI yourself and request them?
FBI?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've talked to them quite a bit. We go over a lot of information all the time. But unfortunately, I mean, I know in this area they've searched a lot. They spent a lot of money. They've done a lot of work, all that they could do. I just feel in my heart, you got all these underground networks, and they don't talk to law enforcement. They don't talk to nobody. Where they can come in and search my house anytime. They can look up. They can take my phone, whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to play Mr. Perfect because I'm not. But I don't know. I can't explain to people, I'm just asking questions about Summer and they feel offended, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I wonder if you could go on the news again.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely want me to do that, but every time I do, I look like a complete, total idiot that I am. I mean, you know that.
No.
You're not an idiot, Don.
What if you had me on video on the side or something for some support or something, rooting you on or whatever? I think you would do fine.
I don't understand why people can't come together, and I don't understand. Everybody just wants to. I don't get it. My daughter's life is on the line, and I just don't understand. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
A family spokesman, that might not be a bad idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, my lawyer told me, if you're going to do anything on the news, do what they call sorry, my brain, where you get all the news crews there and you make a statement or whatever for all the news crews so they're not fighting.
Yeah.
So they all have the same thing. I forget what you call it, but the FBI does that a lot so that there's a going through. They haven't bitched at me a whole lot or anything, but I take off early and try to search by myself and one other friend that I have, and I can't. I wish I could get some kind of help. I just feel like I don't know what to do.
Do you want to answer the question? Somebody, the rumor going around about that red barrel that says for sale.
Yeah, it's right here in front of me. I bought that. I bought that a long time ago. $20. I bought it from some guy that done insulation. It's got that chemical in it. It's closed all the way around. It's not open. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna kick it for you.
Yeah,
it's still there.
Thank you, kicking up dust.
Yeah, it's still there. It's just a barrel I bought. I don't even know why I bought it, to be honest with you.
Someone said, "Oh, kitty, oh shit."
I just don't understand why people can't come together and help.
Someone said, Cher, will you video something with Don and send it to the news?
No, I mean, I don't know.
They have better cameras. I'm not a news crew. They got way better cameras than me and shit.
Well, maybe we could do that, in the future. Maybe if it's to help find Summer somehow, and that's the only reason I ever got on the camera in the first place, was just to tell Summer I love her.
Yeah. Well, what would you say if she could hear you right now then, Don? Why don't we take a minute?
Okay.
And, yeah.
Okay. Just like I would tell anybody out there.
Yeah. You pretend you have every ear in the world, and maybe Summer's listening to you right now, maybe. Or someone who has Summer may be listening to you. What would you say?
I'd like to say, that a lot of people say that I'm hiding behind the church. Yeah, they're right. I'm hiding behind the church. God can cover a lot of sins. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. And God can cover a lot of sins. And, and that's my hope and prayer. I'm not saying that I'm a major criminal or anything that everybody's trying to make me out to be, because I'm not that person that law enforcement and people like Ernie or McDonough is trying to make me out to be, because I'm not that person. I have a kind heart. I always have. That's why I got out of that stuff, because I do have a kind heart. I'm not willing to hurt anybody. I've never hurt anybody. But I know God does offer forgiveness, and I hope you all do the same thing. That's what we all seek, is forgiveness of our sins, because nobody is sinless. We all fall short.
Yeah.
True.
If Summer could hear you right now, or the people that have Summer, what would your message to specifically them be?
That I love you with all my heart, Summer, and you know that. I do. I know you love me. And I know she does.
Yeah.
See, I held her for the first 18 months of her life. And I feel bad for her mother, but she only wanted me. 18 months to 22 years. I don't know the exact months, whatever it was, but I'm so glad, that I worked 7 days a week, and I was able to afford for Candace to take her out every day and enjoy stuff with her every day. I'm so happy for that. And she got to take all those pictures and be with her mother all that time, but she still loved me just as much, but she got to know her mother. And why does she love me like that? I don't know. I don't deserve that. I never deserved anything like that. I've never had anything like that in my entire life. I've never had anybody love me like that. But I love her so much. I want her to know I will always love her, and I will be with her sooner or later in God's kingdom, sooner or later. But I'm just glad that Candace did get to spend such quality time with her like that, and she did. And Candace got to do a lot of stuff with her and take all those videos and photographs, and I'm so happy about that. And anyway,
all right.
Forever, and I'll see her sooner or later. I just hope she ain't going through too much. I know it can't be good. There's no way it can be good. In our area, after looking around, it's just horrible. I can't believe it. Some of the things I've seen even today just blows my mind. And some of the stories I've heard. I even got to go over to that girl's house that was tied to Mr. Light's bed, and she is traumatized. She is so traumatized. She can't go. She can't even. And I hope she don't get mad for me about saying this or whatever. But she won't go nowhere without her husband or anything like that. I got to talk to her for a good while, but anyways, I appreciate y'all.
Yep, I gotta charge my phone. It's almost gonna die. So, thank you.
Thank you, Dawn.
Yep, thanks. And watch the chat. They'll send lots of love. Okay. Good night. Fill the chat with love for Candace and Dawn.
If anyone has the reward
and Summer,
the reward fund link, could you put it in the chat? So I don't have it. I mean, I could get it, but I don't. Yeah, the reward money would be a good incentive for. I mean, there's a lot of people in that area that they just hate law enforcement, so they won't help no matter what. But there might be someone out there, if they knew there was a big chunk of change. Yeah, Don should have a news conference. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. I think he should.
mm-hmm.
I don't think they have a GoFundMe.
That
They did, or someone set up for them, and
it's a mess. Yep.
yeah, I don't know.
It's a mess. They do have a Cash App, and it is Candace Bly.
Yeah. Yeah, local news, that'd be a good idea.
Hello.
Can you set that up for him, or does he need to? If we, I think we could set up a GoFundMe for them. I'm not sure how that works. I've set one up for me. I'm not entirely sure. Patty, I don't know. I think you could. I don't know if they want people having their address, even though I know like you can get it, but yeah, you just use her Cash App. It's Candace Bly. It's like the $ Candace Bly.
It's a mess. But anyway, no, keep going.
Yep. I don't even know if they have a P.O. box or not. Yeah, I know what you mean, Michelle. Yeah. When someone starts talking about religion, a lot of people, they just boop, they tune out because they don't believe the same thing. So yeah, you can just donate to the reward fund. Whatever you feel like. We're not doing anymore. Civis Bank and ask about the reward fund. There you go. All right, so I'm going to close this off pretty quick, but before I do, part of the title was theories, and we never really got there, but I want to see who's got a really wacky theory that you've heard. The crazier, the better. Well, someone said aliens. Definitely be one of the craziest. Good. Yeah, it really is, Amber. Can't say I blame people for getting tunnel vision because it happens, but I mean, you gotta try and have an open mind. Sorry, Cher's on the phone with somebody and I can hear her conversation. I don't know what she's talking about for sure, but wacky theories aren't helping Summer. Well, neither is attacking Dawn. Flyers, how to get them. I don't know. I keep seeing people saying that a lot of people in Kingsport won't allow flyers, which is weird. Like, that's odd. If I was a store owner down there, of course I would allow flyers. Like, this is absolutely bizarre. Heard she was buried under the shed.
What? No.
That's a different one.
That's everyone's crazy.
Yeah, I asked for crazy theories.
Uh,
Heard there was a dungeon on the property. All right.
Wait, you said let me hear your crazy theories?
Yeah, I want to see what's the craziest theory you've heard. Keep hearing about dry drowning. Yeah, that was like the first one I ever heard. Was the dry drowning.
Yes, Amber, yes. I've seen that. I don't even know. Have you seen the one where me and Don go way back? There's even rumors I'm related.
Oh, God, yeah.
That you and Cher have summer. Yes, thank you. Crazy.
Yeah, that's so dumb. Business, yeah. Well, like Walmart and stuff, yeah. But it should be nothing to get corporate approval to put up a picture of a missing child. No corporation would deny that. Buried inside someone else's Buried inside someone else's casket from the flute by mortician. Wow. Huh. And flower pot theory. What's the flower pot theory?
That she's buried in the flower pots.
Oh, God. Ugh.
I thought that for a minute, like back when this first came out, like on June 15th, 16th. Back then, so don't drag me all back on like day 1, 2, 3. Like, because they made the flowers like a big point in it, planting the flowers was like a huge thing. I'm like, oh, and because I've talked to the blue-eyed butcher before, and she chopped her husband up in pieces and put him in the garden. So,
yeah.
Well, she stabbed him like 200 times.
Robin and Dawn are secretly in love, and they took Summer to Mexico till they can get there. Holy cow! I wonder where people come up with these.
It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I see that subdermal hematoma thing from an altered picture. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy one.
Craziest I heard you and Cher ever.
And Grandma's coming up to get her to sell her.
Happy smells.
Yep, they're printing out free flyers. That's awesome. I don't know. I just heard that there's a lot of stores that won't even allow you to put them up, though. Now, I'm not down there, so I can't verify this, but it's what I've been told, which is just horrible. In the drywall, yeah, that's another crazy one. Yeah. Yeah, that would work for maybe 2 days. And then the smell would be so horrible that no one could even walk in there without gagging. Oh, you did. Small world. But all right, guys, that's an hour and a half. I think we'll cut it off. And I'm guessing the next live will be on Cher's channel, probably. And then mine again on Monday. And we'll be doing one on our joint channel Saturday night, hopefully. Maybe we'll do some karaoke or something and try and have some fun. But yeah, that's it for this one. So thank you all very much. Welcome aboard to the new members, and thank you, a very special thank you to those who gave super chats and that. You guys are awesome, so generous. I love it. I love all you guys. Well, I love most of you guys. Some of you are just jerks. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, thanks for hanging. Take care. God bless. Oh, sure.
Love you guys. Wait, don't say goodbye without me. Okay.
All right. Take care, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. And until then, this is Prairie Boy 77 saying good day, good night, and Godspeed.